I was doing some research on PEDO, pedophile people, and then I found a very interesting website called Boy Wiki. And in the Boy Wiki is basically the pedophiles that like underage children. They have this website that they have kept all their information in, so you can go in and explore and study these people. So if we go into Boy Wiki, so this is what comes up. Boy Wiki is a free open contact, free spirit resources for boy lovers and others who are interested in the collective knowledge and culture that has formed over the years. It is a place where boy lovers can work together to record and preserve their online and offline history and culture and share their knowledge and information. So this is basically a website. I've been through it in detail, and it's basically a place for accurately recording, preserving the online and offline history and culture, because they have shared lots of stuff about who they are, what they do, a lot of stories, pictures, and basically their little collection and preserving their history. It's basically that. And this is a very familiar logo, which is the boy lover logo, which everyone knows about in the mainstream that know the pedophilia, the elite pedophilia ring. And so you can go into this Boy Wiki and study this. So it's not a conspiracy. There is a proper website dedicated to this to basically record everything that the boy lovers and girl lovers and all the experiences and all their stories and everything is being recorded. So this is very important. Spiritually, everything has to be recorded. Everything that goes on basically under the sun, which is everything under the sun, is owned by our Father in heaven. So Father even said in the scriptures that everything keeps a record of him. So when you see something like this, you should understand that it is there to be recorded for us to see as evidence, as proof. And people are allowed to have their space and their website, because this information recording, preserving information is basically a spiritual thing. It's basically a spiritual template to keep the record of everything that goes on in this world, because it's basically the wild, wild west down here. And when we have information like this carefully kept and recorded, and people totally expressing themselves and what's really going on, then we have that opportunity to basically break it down later. Because first we need to have this information right in front of us. We have to know what's going on. And then we can break it down later of what's really happening within the body and minds of these people, and who is behind all of this truly. And we can understand that later on. But right now we have this information in front of us that is a way of recording everything. So if we go into the boy lover, so you'll see more information about the characteristics of boy lover culture, history, terminologies, so boy lovers in other languages. So boy lover is a strong physical erotic attraction to boys, and someone experiencing it may be identified as a boy lover. Definitions of boy lover were extensively debated in Boy Chat in 1997 with much disagreement. poster known as Alexis posted a definition that met with almost universal approval in the community. His definition of boy lover is a person who, when he or she falls in love, tends to fall in love with a boy. So that's what they are saying, what boy lovers are. And then you also have a boy lover's attraction to boys is not always exclusive. A boy lover may also be attracted to girls, women, and other men. So it's like they could have an adult relationship with a woman or a gay relationship with an adult man, or be attracted to little girls, which is basically girl lover. And MAP is minor attracted person or people. So they have also shared MAP related podcasting and radio. MAP is minor attracted person. So you will see MAP's journey, open heart. So these are all various podcasts that you can listen to. Radio, Alice FM, World Unity Radio, BL Boil of a podcast, KMAP. So these are real things. You can go in and listen to people talking and sharing basically how they interact with children, their stories. They will talk about those things. So this is great record keeping. So this is the list of MAP related magazines, and you can quickly go through this. So Magpie, you can see like young boys. I like naked boys. Some girls. That's probably like a girl lover. Getting some more of that. Nakedness, someone's butt, and all that. Bathing suit. And you're wearing undies. So it's basically sex with kids, but trying to basically preserve itself as being like, I'm in love with a child, or I'm in love with a little boy, I'm in love with a little girl, I'm in love with a toddler, but they're not in love. They're just sexually attracted. But that's what they claim. They're like, I'm totally in love with these people. It's like, love doesn't mean sex. And this, like, when in an adult relationship, you don't see this kind of love expression. Like, we don't do this in when we fall in love as adults. We don't have naked pictures everywhere, and that's the meaning of love. Like, our adult love is different. It's like pictures of holding hands, or going to the park and picnics and movies, and you'll rarely see any naked photos of, let's say, two normal adults in love. Like, you'll probably have 10 naked photos and 90 normal photos. But if you go into these websites that claim it's all about love, they have a lot of this naked stuff everywhere. And it's basically for sex. So you can see music featuring attraction to minors, so they would know that more than us. We would not understand what the music is about, but they would know the meaning of what the song is. So Aerosmith's I've Been Loving You Since You Was a Child Girl, Alan Price, Simon Smith and His Amazing Dancing Bear. So I think bear is featured as a pedophile symbol, because I guess kids use teddy bears a lot and they seem to get attached to things that the kids are into. So the boy lover, girl lovers are into the same things that the kids are into. I fell in love with a southern girl. We were wild and young. We had just begun. Take a deep breath and make it last. She was just 16 years old. She's just 16 years old. Just leave her alone, they said. If I could fly, I would pick you up and take you into the night. Fleetwood Mac, Beautiful Child. Eminem, Guilty Conscience. So they would know what the song's about. Marilyn Manson, Smells Like Children. Michael Jackson's Thriller. I mean, we all know what thriller, what thrills him. Ozzy Osbourne. Would you like some sweeties, little girl? So if you go to this vision of Alice, you'll see that double heart logo. That's like a girl lover logo. So Vision of Alice is a girl lover website or the magazine. So there is Alice Lovers magazine and True Innocence magazine. So these are all the magazines you can go into. You can go into that file. So this is your magazine, Alice Lovers. So that's a young girl in front of a magazine, another baby. You can read all this, what they go through, and the poetry that they write for their girl lovers, and all the fantasy. So you can read all that. So you can see like these nude sexually based images featured a lot. So it's basically sex, because a child cannot fully understand the meaning of an adult love. It's basically a one-sided thing that they want to use the idea of love and pretend that they really love them, but are also exploiting them and doing something that is not good for a child. And then spiritually, we are not allowed to do those things. And even in the scientific world, it is considered unhealthy. So this you can study. There are plenty of magazines to go through. So this is from Boy Wiki, Modern Boy Lover magazine. So you have all those magazine with half-naked people, half-naked kids. And they find this sort of thing attractive, but they're not in love with them, because like love doesn't mean sex. Like, where have you seen when someone wants to marry you, are you going to send that person all these naked pictures that you will just run away from that person if they make you do that all the time? So all these naked photos of these little boys that they claim that they love them, but they just want them sexually. That's all it is. And they are desperate to have them sexually. So they will use the term love and care and this and that, and they'll pretend to be in love with them. But they just want to fulfill their sexual desires from these little people, and they are not in love with them. It's not possible, because if you love someone, you don't do this to them. Sex is the last thing on your mind when you love someone. There are more important things than that. And sex is not the most important thing in love. So you have Beach Boy was a French magazine featuring photographs of boys. Some more naked-y type photos. It's all about sex. It's all about the body, like underwear and all the stuff. There's nothing sexually appealing about this. It's just pure delusion. Then you have this Color Climax Corporation, Danish pornography. They are doing child pornography films. Color Climax was the first to produce commercial child pornography films from 1969 to 1979. Color Climax was responsible for the relatively large-scale distribution of child pornography. So 1969, girls were mainly between the ages of 7 and 11 years old. The movies had titles such as Incest Family, Child Love, Preteen Sex. And then the same people are doing Animal Lover, Bestiality magazine, usually featuring female animal pairings, so female and animal pairings. Erotic desire along with pussycat and sexual fantasy. Okay, so this is what you can expect. So you can see Brooke Shields was 10 years old when she was doing this. That's your Japanese Lolita. That looks like a 70-year-old woman. All this stuff. And then you'll see Brooke Shields. Sometimes after she was featured in Playboy. So Playboy is doing the girl lover content. So all these magazines, this one, Piccolo says international, a Danish firm, erotic magazines contained a mix of hardcore and softcore child porn photographs. Erotic magazine Boy considered mere nudity, and also produced a magazine called Uncle Joe. So all erotic stuff. And they claim in their magazine stories that they just love children and they love them and want to care for them and look after them. But it's all for sex, naked boyhood. It's all for that. Erotic. And chicken is one of like the pedophile code word as well. So American boy erotic. So it's all for sex. There's no love there.